When things are right, you just know there's something in your eyes that brings me home. 'Cause when there's love, you don't let go. So as long as you're with me, you're not alone.
Hey guys, you are watching 8D Gaming YouTube channel. If you are frustrated of your computer and want to play games on high FPS without any lag. If you are pro at CSGO offline but when playing online, when enemy comes in front of you, your shitty computer lags. This video would be very special to low-end PC gamers. Cause today in this one, you will get to know how to increase FPS in your PC. We will be optimizing the PC for an increase in the FPS and in your gaming experience. So first we will see that why your PC does not give a high quality performance. When games are displayed on your screen, they consist of a fast sequence of images, much like videos. These images are called frames and are created by your video card using data it receives from the game's program running on your PC. The number of frames displayed by your monitor in 1 second is called the frame rate or frames per second, FPS. While videos usually run at about 24 FPS, games running at this speed will look jagged and feel unresponsive. This is mostly due to something known as motion blur. When filming at 24 FPS, a film camera will take 24 pictures in a second, but the lens will stay open long enough when taking each picture that any moving objects will slightly blur. This makes the objects appear to move smoothly into the next frame. A video game, on the other hand, will display game objects exactly where they are, without motion blur, or with only a motion blur special effect. This makes it look like they are jumping from one frame to the next. How to make games run faster on your PC. PC gaming has many benefits over consoles, like higher quality graphics and the ability to install mods, but it's also up to you to make sure your computer is optimized for best performance. Unlike consoles where developers know the exact hardware they are developing for, there's a huge number of different PC configurations that a player might have.
PC games will never be as optimized for your specific hardware as developers simply can't test every possible configuration.
Since console operating systems are designed to only run games in a few simple apps, they can be far more efficient with resources. You can do a lot more on PCs, but that means there's a lot more potential for other programs to steal processing power and reduce your video game performance. Common examples of things that can slow down your PC include too many background programs running, malware or virus issues and outdated hard drives. Tackling these problems first may help to increase game speed. While fixing a slow PC can improve your performance generally, there are also computer upgrades for gaming that will help boost your FPS. Let's get started with the first tip. The standard for good FPS is generally said to be 60, not only because games running at that frame rate will look smooth, but also because standard monitors run at 60 Hz. Hertz, or the refresh rate of a monitor, is how many images the monitor can display in a single second. Having your game run at an FPS faster than your monitor refresh rate provides no added benefit as the monitor won't be able to display the extra frames. For example, a game that runs at 90 FPS will only be able to display a maximum of 60 FPS on a 60 Hz monitor. While 60 Hz has been the standard for years, many new gaming monitors now have higher refresh rates such as 120 Hz or 144 Hz. If you buy or build a PC with a high refresh rate monitor, boosting your FPS is even more valuable because your monitor will be able to display the additional frames, creating an even smoother gameplay experience. Don't know the Hz of your monitor or laptop screen? Follow these steps to find out and increase your refresh rate on Windows 10. Press the Windows key, usually between Ctrl and Alt+I on your keyboard to open Windows settings. Then click System. Scroll down and click Advanced Display Settings. You will see your refresh rate and screen resolution listed under each screen or monitor. Then click Display Adapter Properties for Display 1. Go to the Monitor tab. Select the refresh rate to the maximum as possible. Then restart your PC. You will feel a change in your performance of your PC. You'll find minimal changes on your daily desktop, but in games you will see that the game performs better than before. Step 2. CPU Core Parking. I have given a link in the description to download this application. Download that one. Set the settings which I am showing you. Step 3. Update graphic and video drivers. Graphics card manufacturers have a vested interest in ensuring that all new and popular games run well on their own hardware. AMD, Nvidia and Intel regularly release drivers with performance improvements on their cards. So, to increase graphics card performance, it's important to download and install the latest drivers for your card. You can usually download the newest drivers for your graphics card on the manufacturer's website. Follow the steps on the installation wizard to install your new driver, and make sure to check any auto-update settings to ensure your driver remains up to date in the future. Take a look at our post on choosing the best graphics card for more information on finding out which type of card you're currently using. Everyone can download the graphic drivers easily. If you don't know, there are lots of videos on YouTube, and you can follow that one. Step 4. Reduce your screen resolution. Higher resolutions increase the number of pixels that your graphics card needs to render, which can reduce your FPS significantly. Ideally you want to run games at the same resolution as your screen. However, if you are struggling to maintain enough FPS even after reducing your other game settings, you may want to reduce your screen resolution. Almost every game will have the option to do this in their video settings menu. Change graphics card settings. AMD and Nvidia both provide control panels where you can change the performance settings on their cards. There are a couple of options in both control panels that might increase FPS in your games. The most important option is changing your power mode to maximum, which means that your graphics card won't try to save electricity or be more efficient by reducing processing power. For instructions on using the control panels and changing your power mode, refer to AMD's and Nvidia's own websites. Step 5. Invest in FPS Booster software. FPS Booster software promises to increase your frame rate in games, but if you've already taken steps to optimize your FPS by other methods, you likely won't see much difference. What the best gaming optimization software can do is stop or slow down background processes, freeing up computing power for your game. Microsoft added Game Mode with Windows 10, which you can access by pressing the Windows key +G when you are in a game. Game Mode can reduce the impact of other programs running on your PC, although you'd be better off by closing those programs directly in Task Manager. Razer has a software called Cortex which prioritizes processing resources for your game and does other things like turning off your computer's CPU, Central Processing Unit, sleep mode. Cortex is entirely free, so it won't hurt for you to try it, but don't expect any dramatic performance improvements. I hope that some of these tips worked on your low-end PC. If any of these were helpful to you, make sure to like this video, subscribe my channel, and share this video to every low-end PC gamer who wants to increase FPS in their games. And you want similar videos like these, make sure you subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon to get going my latest videos. Love to your PC, respect elders and love your country. Thanks for watching.
You're a silent